In the headlines, Dominicans go to the polls on Friday, 6th December. The People's Republic of China to fund the country's international airport. And the 21-year-old St. Lucian wins the revived Miss OECS pageant. I'm Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, Friday, 6th December has been declared as the date for the next general elections. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit told the Labour Got Talent event on Tuesday night that the Dominican electorate will head to the polls on Friday, the 6th of December, 2019.
In accordance with the powers vested in me by the Constitution of Dominica, I have advised that a writ be issued for general elections in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Nomination day in Dominica shall be Tuesday, the 19th of November, 2019. The date on which Dominicans shall go to the polls and choose between transformation and change they can see versus talk and inexperience, between experience and experimenting, between safety versus uncertainty, is Friday, the 6th of December, 2019.
Parliament was dissolved on Wednesday, 6 November 2019. The Prime Minister called on the Dominican public to ensure a safe and incident-free election season in the weeks leading up to the 6 December polling day.
I appeal to all within the sound of my voice to let us strive for peace and maturity in the conduct of this general election. We are one people. We have a nation to build. We have an image to safeguard. Let us conduct this general elections campaign in an atmosphere of civility and responsibility. Let us respect each other's rights and property. Let us emerge from this exercise the envy of the region and the world, with a clear mandate from the people and by the people for a new season of development for this beautiful country of ours.
Channel 5 News contacted President of the United Workers' Party, Isaac Baptist, who informed us that a statement on the Prime Minister's announcement would be released by the UWP on Wednesday 6th or Thursday 7th November. In other top stories, the People's Republic of China to fund Dominica's International Airport. The announcement by Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit during the National Day Parade on 3rd November.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, in the year of our Lord 2019, I can announce to you that the government of the People's Republic of China sent a special envoy to me last week to confirm that China will provide the financing to build the international airport for Dominica. It is said, "Seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened unto you." And the door has been opened for Dominica to build its international airport, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Skerrit says work on the international airport should begin in 2020.
This week, we visited the site, and on 8th of November, they will send a team to review what we have done so far and to look at the next steps. So, my dear friends, with the solid support of the People's Republic of China, Dominica will have its international airport, and we expect that works will begin in earnest in 2020, the year of our Lord.
The Prime Minister confirmed that apart from the international airport, plans are already underway to improve air access into Dominica.
We are in advanced discussions with JetBlue, and we expect that in February 2020, we will have direct flights to Dominica from New York, ladies and gentlemen. We have also concluded negotiations with Silver Airways, formerly Seaborn, and from November 12th, Silver Airways, which has code-share with United, JetBlue, and Avianca, and interline arrangements with American Airlines, Delta, and Air Canada, among others, will be coming in every day from Puerto Rico. They will also be overnighting in Dominica to enable an earlier departure and better connection to our primary source market. Air Antilles has also increased its flights from 4 days a week to 7 days a week during the peak season, with services into Canefield Airport and Douglas Schultz Airport from Guadeloupe, Port-de-France, and St. Martin, which will facilitate connections to Europe, the US, and Latin America.
In other developments, Dominicans have been commended for a successful Independence 2019 celebration. During the cultural gala earlier this week, Chief Cultural Officer Raymond Lawrence applauded the support and participation of Dominicans in the many activities to mark the country's 41st anniversary of independence.
I just simply want to encourage all Dominicans to continue to play a role in helping to strengthen our culture. I think I saw somehow a greater appreciation, a greater advancement, greater participation, greater love. Something about this independence that struck a chord within me. Last year was also great. After the Hurricane Maria, last year's reunion was great. And this year, I think, was also very, very good. So I want all Dominicans to continue to play a part in helping to promote our culture.
Several awards were distributed during the cultural gala, namely the Young Artist Award, which went to Dwayne Joseph of Petit Soufriere, the Lifetime Achievement Award, which went to Isma Ailey, also of Petit Soufriere, and Wilfred Sowell Challenger of Castlebruce, and the Iole Blat Trophy, which was awarded to the Peebush Drummers. Dominica's 41st anniversary of independence was celebrated under the theme, Saluting Resilience and Rejuvenation 2 years on. You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Les moun ki ni TB estene e ben tousse, moun ki en bonne santé oli wen ka respire se vermin lan. Moun ki pa ni bon tempérament kon sa ki ni maladie HIV, alcool, ka fume, ti mamay e grand moun, bien sensible pour ces maladies ça là. Moun ki ka tousse ni pou prendre précaution le yo en parmi moun en place publique. Couvre bouche ou le ka estene et tousse. Visitez docteur et ben place santé. Fini tout traitement yo ba ou sa joine guérison et puis maladie TB. En responsabilité ou aider du bout si mais maladie TB et HIV, protéger corps et les autres.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has pledged government support to ensuring the success of the Cabritz Resort and Spa Kempinski. Mr. Skerrit made the remarks during the official opening of Cabritz Resort and Spa Kempinski in Portsmouth over the weekend. The groundbreaking ceremony for the hotel took place 4 years ago, and visitors started arriving at the resort in October 2019.
This hotel is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to reiterate this government's commitment to ensuring that this hotel will be a success. For 41 years, Dominica has been described as one of the Caribbean's best kept secrets. While this is not a tag to be ashamed of, I wanted more for our country when I first decided to enter elected politics. This government, which I have the honor to lead, has always envisioned more for our country's hospitality sector.
Mr. Skerrit says Range Development, which spearheaded the construction of Cabritz Resort and Spa Kempinski, will also be constructing another hotel in close proximity.
Right next door to this hotel, Range Development will soon be proceeding with its second project, the construction of a 120-room 5-star resort, which will also be under an international brand, and which will complement the offerings of this resort, and look forward to its timely completion as well. We also express our deepest thanks and appreciation to Kempinski Resorts for agreeing to partner with Range Capital Developers and expressing their confidence in this country to allow their brand to be launched in Dominica. We are indeed very grateful.
The Prime Minister explained the intention behind these 5-star resorts is to enhance Dominica's catering to luxury tourists.
When the other hotel and tourism projects on the West Coast are complete, Dominica will have its own platinum coast to attract and cater to luxury travelers from around the world and provide employment and entrepreneurship opportunities for our citizens residing here and in the diaspora. Thanks to already strong ecotourism offerings, we're well positioned to be the most diverse destination in this part of the world. Increasing our 5-star stock will also directly enhance our ability to further grow our festivals. Judging by all reports, this year's World Music Festival was a resounding success, attracting more than 6,000 visitors to our shores. But we must appreciate that we can go even bigger and better when we expand our accommodation and modernize our air and seaports.
Miss OECS 2019 wants to see the pageant rotated among OECS countries. 21-year-old Erika Frederick outshone 5 other contestants to win the Miss OECS 2019 pageant, which made a return after 24 years. Frederick, a teacher by profession, also took the awards for Miss Photogenic, Best Creative National Costume, and Best in Creative National Costume. Following the show, Frederick told reporters that this pageant is one way to showcase the different cultures within the OECS.
One initiative could be that the pageant makes a move to the different islands over the years. That would be interesting, I think, so that way every contestant gets a feel of the different islands. I believe that a platform like this one allows me to not only share my culture but also highlight the differences between the cultures of the OECS countries and actually show that we need to embrace and respect each other's culture and just unite and come together to solve the issues that are putting it in our Caribbean societies.
Frederick says this win will add more weight to her advocacy work in St. Lucia.
I think there's so much that I want to do. However, youth advocacy is my platform, and I think that there are so many social issues that could be addressed, and hopefully with this platform and hopefully the members of the OECS committee and pageant committee will assist me on my journey and my mission.
First runner-up position went to Odessa Merriman of Grenada, who also took the award for Best Performing Talent.
That spiritual instrument crafted with wood and the skin of an animal is today our messenger of history. I am goddess of drums.
Second runner-up position went to Marisol John, Miss Dominica, who was also awarded Best Evening Wear, Best in Evening Wear, and Best Response to Question. Other participants in the revived Miss OECS pageant were Michael Joseph of Antigua and Barbuda, who took the award for Miss Amity, Saskia Evans of St. Kitts and Nevis, who was awarded Best Promotional Video, Best Swimwear, and Best in Swimwear, and Sylvain Lavia, who represented St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And a new winner has been crowned in the NCCU Scadaslipso competition. Nathaniel Dura took the top place from a field of 15 competitors with his song titled Telephone Sonne.
Telephone sonne, depuis ou quitter chez moi par place. Oh là où y'a qui ça au café hélas. Gardez combien de temps nous t'es qu'à vivre ensemble. Chez moi c'est ça, moi jamais ni problème. Mais actuellement vous décidez ou voulez quitter. Moi quand chercher ou pas qu'à taper ou ça qui qu'a passé. Dis-moi ça me fait qui ça qui fait moi t'es qu'éblé ça.
Meantime, Webster de Web Marie, who had won the Scadaslipso competition in its very first year back in 2012, placed second this time around with his song titled Remedy. And Jackson Ali came in third place. His competition piece was titled Zeb Couteau.
Chapeau.
Last year's winner, Anton Whiteferry Joseph, opted not to defend his crown this time around after winning the title 4 consecutive times. This is the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for a recap of Community Day service after the break.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Welcome back. Tuesday, 5th November was observed as National Day of Community Service, where Dominicans turned out in their numbers to engage in community projects. This year, the focus was on cleanup and beautification to help improve the aesthetics of the communities, get rid of garbage, and prevent the spread of the dengue fever. Channel 5 News visited the north and northwest of the country, with the first stop being in Clifton, and spoke with the chairman of the village council, Ralton Carrett.
We are trying to clean up the area, and there are a lot of trees and what have you, grass and what have you. And then being that today we are embarking on cleaning up, and planting flowers and what have you. So we have decided to do that. A couple of people are on the road with different sections, as you might see, as you can see now. You got women, men, elderly people and what have you. And we are quite happy to have these people on. We just wish that more people would have been here, but it seems as though they got other things to do. So we're still happy that those who came in, they have food, their drinks, and what have you after, and then we'll be able to enjoy ourselves after work.
Why would you say it is important that you're doing your cleanup work on this section of Clifton?
Actually, this is the main entrance for the village. You've got the school up there. You also got the resource center. And you got the health center that is up there. Because actually you got cottage on this side, and you got cottage on this side. And the school and all the other utilities, they've been served for the 2 villages because Clifton is center, So for us, we feel if in case this section is not maintained properly, then the people from Cabashin and Cottage is not going to really feel happy that we have not done nothing. And being that we have been doing construction work and what have you for the longest while. So we have decided, government has decided to embark on that, which as you can see, the ladies are planting flowers and what have you. And then we have decided to go through it and hope and trust in that things are going to work out right for us.
We've made it over to Tukari and we've met up with the Rotary Club of Portsmouth. I have with me Miss Phoebe Joseph representing the club. Phoebe, good morning. Welcome to the Channel 5 News. How are you?
Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Okay, so we met up in Tukari. What are you guys doing in this area?
Well, we collaborated with Salt Dominica, their dive club. They specialize in certifying divers, CPR, first aid. So we are Rotaract. We want to do some projects in the community. So we did a beach cleanup just along the coast for the morning. Yeah.
Why do you target this beach in particular?
Well, this beach, There's a lot of activity on the coast, so there's a lot of garbage, and then there were still some garbage from Post Maria, so we wanted to do some cleanup there. So there were still a lot of breakable bottles, debris that we wanted to clean up for the community day of service.
And how many of the members are helping you this morning?
Well, today we have 10 members, and we have some visitors who decided to help us as well. Yeah.
And this is your only project for today?
Yes. So we wanted to focus on something small to make sure we did it well. So yeah, we started around 9 o'clock and then we finished up a while ago.
Nice. So why would you say this beach cleanup was important to the area?
This is a well-known tourist spot. So in addition to Bell Hall and Purple Turtle, tourists come here as well, especially for this restaurant. So I wanted to make sure that it was presentable for the tourists, especially as the season just opened.
Phoebe, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Still in the community of Tukari, we've met with the Deputy Chairperson of the Village Council, Sandra Andre. So good morning, welcome to the Channel 5 News, and how are you doing?
Hi, good morning, and I'm doing very fine, thank you, and thanks for coming.
Not a problem. Now, we have encountered another project in Tukari. Tell us what's happening in this particular section of the village.
Basically, what the guys are doing now is cleaning up the drain. As you can see, it's a kind of below sea level, and it's causing a lot of damage, so to speak, to the community in terms of mosquitoes and stench. So what they're basically trying to do is trying to clear up that drain, always just temporarily, because as they get along, always clearing it, it's always coming back filled with sand and water. So they're just trying to clear it off temporarily, so we have a fresh air and less mosquito breathing in that area. So basically, yeah, that's what they did. And they did lower down, they cleared the grass and then the drains for free flow of water.
Okay. Now, we know in September it was announced as an outbreak of dengue fever in Dominica, and there were efforts, there was appeal to the public to clean their surroundings. How important would you say this project is in helping to reduce the mosquito population in the Tukari area? This
is very critical, I must say. Seeing that we have an outbreak of dengue, we have to do this because that's where the mosquitoes really find themselves, laying their eggs and stuff like that. So cleaning up these drains is of paramount importance in the Tukari area.
Now, what about maintaining the drains cleanliness? Outside of today, day of service, what more will be done to maintain the drains?
The Cottage Village Council has adopted that drain, and we do it like every 3 months when needed. We go down and we really clear that drain. So the Cottage Village Council has taken up that responsibility to clear the drains.
And how many people did you have out this morning helping with the drain cleaning?
Roughly about 10 guys and myself making 11. And trust me, we're getting there. Almost done.
Right, Mrs. Andre, thank you for your time.
You're most welcome and have a blessed day.
So we've met up with the power rep for the Codger constituency, Mr. Reginald Austri. So good morning, welcome to the Channel 5 News, and thank you for talking to us. So we're passing through your area and we're seeing a lot of projects, beautification happening. From your standpoint, how are things looking in your constituency?
Well, let me first of all say good morning to it's Channel 5 News. Channel 5 News. And let me say I'm very happy that you could have passed through this part of the country. We normally get forgotten because we're at the top, and by the time you go to Portsmouth, people think it's too far, but I'm sure you'll admit that is probably one of the most beautiful parts of the island, Yes, Community of Service, we are responding to the call by the government of Dominica to use today's activity, this year's Community of Service, for a period of beautification and cleanup. As you know, the North is quickly becoming one of the tourism hubs of the country and maybe of the Caribbean, if you have to take the Kempinski as anything to go by. And then you have the Marriott, you have Tukari, you have Tartan, you have the Kana Heritage Site in Capuchin. So that whole belt from the Purple Turtle, Lago, going right back to Capuchin is quickly developing to be a serious tourism hub. As you know, we also have the segment 13 and 14 beginning and ending right there in Capuchin. I'm very satisfied with the turnout today. Like I said, people have heeded the call and they're cleaning. I just been through the Tartan area. I just been through Seven Pines. Excellent, wonderful job. And this is not about just the community, but it's about the entire environment. So if you notice that what we're doing right now in Savanpai is doing the road, the Gilead Savanpai Road, that project is being undertaken by the Village Council, and I must compliment the Village Council for their efforts in mobilization and identifying the project that was necessary. I just passed through the Joseph family. Catherine and her team did an excellent job. And on the other side, the chairman, Carol, and her team, they're also doing a very excellent job. I guess the flower planting will follow right after we do the cutting of the bush and the grass and so on. But I'm very, very impressed, and I understand that I've not been, but I understand up in the Clifton Capital area, similar exercise is being undertaken. So people are really yielded to the call of the government to clean up the environment, to beautify the country, and not just to make it beautiful for visitors, but also to make it beautiful and healthy for residents of the country and the constituency.
And we're coming down the west coast. We stopped in the town of Portsmouth to encounter a project happening in the area. I'm here with Mr. Ashton Joseph. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Channel 5 News. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine today.
All right. Now, today is National Day of Community Service. What is it that's happening in this section of Portsmouth?
Well, for now, we just clean up the pathway because there was a lot of bush on this area. So now we just clearing it up so that when vehicles come in, they can have a spot to park and stuff. And so there was some debris left over from Maria. We're just trying to clear it up so when the trucks pass, they can easily pick it up. Yeah, but that's it for now. That's what we're doing.
Around how many people live in this area?
By my count, about 25, 26.
And how many people are helping on the project?
Yeah, well, just a few of us. Yeah.
Did you hope to see more people turn out today?
Well, more people, more hands the better, but that's it.
So why would you say cleaning up this section is particularly important to the people who live here?
Well, because the people that live here, some of us have vehicles, so we can, like I say, just for us to park our vehicles on the side and leave the road clear so that nobody blocks nobody when they're going out or coming in. Yeah.
And you're going to finish this project today before sunset?
Yeah, we're going to finish.
Mr. Joseph, thank you so much for your time.
All right, no problem.
We are in Cotton Hill, Portsmouth. We've come across a major project on a large stretch of road. We found Mr. Conrad Mead, who's going to tell us what's happening. So hello, welcome to the Channel 5 News. How are you doing?
Doing very fine. And we started very early this morning, and we are going very well, in my opinion. Because you can see the guys here doing the cutting. And what we're doing now is cleaning and beautification. Because we had flowers there before, and they was overtaken by grass. So we just clean them back up and expose them again, so they can continue the beautification after.
Are you happy with the number of people who turned out to help on this project?
Well, a bit disappointed because we expected more people, but some didn't turn out for different reasons and stuff like that. So we're doing what we can with who we have.
Why would you say this beautification project is important for this area of Cotton Hill?
It is very important because it has always been a beautiful area. That flowers on both sides, and it has always been kept clean. Long ago when we had the committee, when it was vibrant. Now everybody moved, some migrated and so. So it needs to be beautified, because if you look on the other side, you see we have the development on the other side there. And if you get the link road, then it will just link the other community. So it will be beautiful.
So the material and equipment you have, the hose, the shovels, the brush cutters, were they supplied by the committee, or these are the personal belongings of the residents?
Some of the material are personal. We get some from the council and some from NEP people, but the town council provided us some of the material. Some people come with their own personal, material. So we just try doing what we have.
In the community of Dubla, I've met the chairman of the Dubla Bioche Village Council, Mr. Curtis Francois. Hello, welcome to the Channel 5 News. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay. Now it's National Day of Community Service. What's happening in the community today?
Okay, as announced by the government, it's clean up and beautification. So we have different projects taking place at this point in time. We have the collection of white goods, galvanized on these things. And we also, if you go lower down, the community center, we're breaking the old roof and getting rid of the galvanized so that we can do some work on that community center. And we also earlier on had the young people going around doing some garbage collection. So we have people doing different aspects of that project. And we have the ladies taking care of the men with the drinks, and we have food taking place on the other side. So basically, I don't normally construction bring more people, but I'm very impressed with the amount of persons that have turned out for the cleanup and beautification. And as a councillor, as a chairman, I'm very pleased to say that I'm satisfied with the way things go.
You mentioned the roof of the community center. When do you hope to see work start on a new roof for the center?
Well, actually, why we really taking care of the roof is because it is dangerous. So in case of another hurricane, we know it is not no threat to the community. But we're hoping to get some assistance from government to grow basically a new community center, because the community center as it is now, a lot of work have to be done only to bring it to the standard that we already need.
We are in the community of Koliho. I've met with one of the councillors on the Koliho Village Council, Mr. Arthur Knight. Arthur, hello, welcome to the Channel 5 News. How are you doing today?
I'm fine and working hard as usual.
It is a day to work hard. It's National Day of Community Service. What has happened in Koliho for today?
Well, today we had 3 projects. One is cleaning out, taking out all the white goods in the community, old fridge and stove and everything like this. The other one was painting of the 2 bus stops we have on the highway. And the third one was one where we have a couple drains and stuff, so where they was not properly done in the bottom of it. So we pave it and things so, but now we finish all of this.
Wow, that's very impressive. Now, what did you think of the number of people who turned out to help on these 3 projects?
Well, we had a lot of people working on the projects. The taking out of the white goods had a lot of people, with young people. Some work with the NEP, and some people they really come out. Impressive. Yeah.
Now, why would you say the bus stop project was important for the community?
Oh yeah, that's where a lot of people take bus to go to Roseland, to go to Portsmouth. So we just wanted to give it a face look and make Koliho look nice. Yeah.
And the cleaning of the drains, how important would you say it is, especially in light of the dengue outbreak?
Yeah, because some of the places where the drain get messed up, you know, the water slip there. So we wanted to make sure the water can flow, no water slip there, so mosquitoes don't breed and things. So we want our community to be healthy, and so we had to fix it at this time.
And this is where we've come to the end of Community Day of Service projects coverage for today, 5th November 2019. Of course, Dominica celebrating 41 years of independence under the theme, Saluting Resilience and Rejuvenation 2 years on. Thank you for joining us today, and thanks to my camera operator, Ishmael Lewis. On behalf of the entire production team, thank you so much for watching, and of course, join us next time. To end the news, the headlines again. Dominicans go to the polls on Friday, 6 December. The People's Republic of China to fund the country's international airport. And the 21-year-old St. Lucian wins the revived Miss Oasis pageant. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.